Hello everyone, happy holidays. It is finally that time of year. Today's video is going to be only reading fantasy books for a week. It is currently 12:32. I was like, I'm gonna wake up early, start reading early. What time did I wake up? 11:15. So your girl needs sleep. I'm a little bit unwell at the minute. The reason I'm choosing to read only fantasy books is because it's a genre that I haven't fully dove into yet. Is that good English? I haven't read many fantasy books. I've read a few. However, I really wanted to give myself the opportunity to fully get into it. Most of the books that are on my physical TBR are fantasy books, so I thought, what a better reason than to do a fantasy reading video. So I'm going to get the books down off my shelf and go through some options with you. So obviously I'm not going to read all of these, but it's nice to have some options. The books that I have on my TBR that are fantasy are Imagine Me, the last book in the Shadow Me series. I've been holding this one off for a while because it's the end of the series, it's the end of the world. Once I finish this, that's it. Another book that I have started, which I'm thinking would be a good book to start the video with, is A Court of Mist and Fury. I am 282 pages through this. I put it down about 6 months ago and have not picked it up since. I'm really worried to get back into this world because it's so confusing, and I think that's why I've been struggling to finish it. I'm hoping if I finish this one, I'll fall in love with it again. I did rate ACOTAR 5 stars, so I'm hoping once I dive back into this, if I watch like a little summary, get myself back into it, then I might fall back in love with this world. This book has been on my TBR for a very long time if you've been subscribed to me for a while, and it is The Priory of the Orange Tree. Don't know if I'm going to read this one in this video because your girl's a bit long. She is a long book. I believe it's like 800, yeah, it's over 800 pages. I'm thinking of doing a separate video to this. I did mention that in one of my other videos a long time ago, and actually annotating it, because fantasy for me is very hard to understand. I feel like it would help me to annotate it. Probably not today with this one. Another book that I want to read is The Atlas 6. I definitely think I want to get to this one in this video. I'm just really intrigued about the whole storyline of this one. Definitely think we're going to get to that one. Last book that I have on my physical TBR is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This one I think I'm going to save for autumn because I live in Australia, so autumn obviously is coming up after the end of summer. So I think I'm going to save that for a cozy autumnal read. I am going to sit down for a minute, munch on my breakfast, drink my coffee, and then I think I'm going to try and finish A Court of Mist and Fury. So I will keep you updated when I start it and give you my thoughts as well so far. So it's 1:30 right now. I was planning on reading and then going to work. By the way, my job, I don't really have a job. I work for myself right now, so I can kind of pick when I want to work. I forgot that my camera's not charged, my battery's dead, so I've only just got enough charge to film this clip right now. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go do a couple hours of that and then come back and read, because by then my camera will be charged. Just want to sit down and snuggle up with my book, but your girl's gotta work. It's Christmas time and I need some cash, so I will come back when I actually start reading and let you guys know what's going on. I've tried to look up some summaries of what happened in ACOTAR, but I don't have the patience to sit there and listen to it. I do have somewhat of an idea of what's going on. I just feel like I was kind of dissociating when I was reading the first half of ACOMAF. I actually did listen to an audiobook of ACOMAF the other night, and like the first part, so it's kind of coming back to me. But yeah, I will let you guys know when I actually start reading. See you later. Hi guys. It's 3:30 and I'm finally home. Okay, bitch doesn't want to focus. Oh, am I allowed to swear? I don't know. 3:37. I'm up to page 282 and we're gonna get reading probably for an hour or so. I've got some lunch in the air fryer. Lunch at 3:30. And yeah, I will come back to you with my thoughts. So I just want to give a little update on Akamath. I'm at page 339. I'm getting back into it so easily. I have to say I'm loving it and I'm not wanting to put it down, so I feel like it might not take me too long to finish this, but I also just had the thought that if I do finish it, watch me want to get the next one. Definitely have a little thing for Reese. Like, girl, stop pretending you don't want him. We know you want him. I'm gonna change locations, move into the front room, and continue to read. Hi guys, it is a little later on. I'm at chapter 42, which is page 399. It is getting very interesting and I want to know what happens. I'm finding myself like trying to rush reading it and I really want to savor this. I want to savor this book because I'm actually really enjoying it now. My thoughts so far, I don't really know. I'm honestly digesting everything. I definitely am enjoying the second half of the book more than the first half of the book. I feel like a lot more is going on. Like, I feel like it took a while to kind of like build the world and build up to what's actually happening. It was a lot of kind of just, yeah, more world building really, and just getting to know characters and stuff, but now we're actually getting into the good stuff. I'm just really hoping that the small romance comes in soon. Like, you get little bits here and there, a little bit of flirty banter, and I'm like, give me more. I'm going to have a little break. I made myself a little smoothie, but I put too much coconut in it, so I'm struggling to get it down because I'm having to chew every bite. I did want to try and finish this by tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't want to put any pressure on myself, so if I do, I do. If I don't, it's okay, I'll finish it in the morning. Hey everyone, I am taking a pause of my reading because I've just come into my room and I wanted to talk about it for a second. I have my retainer in, by the way, if I sound weird. Something that's annoying me is why will Feyre not stop talking about Tamlin? It's getting to me. She's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Oh, but Tamlin did this for me and Tamlin did that for me. Shut up. I just had to say that because it's really annoying me. It's getting juicy and I'm not putting it down until I finish it. I don't know if I will finish it all tonight, by the way. Hopefully. They're really dragging this out, aren't they? I am so done with Feyre. All I want to say is I love a bit of forced proximity. Jesus, after that scene, look how tired I look. I also need sleep. I'm officially at chapter 49, page 477. Look at the backs under my arm. We're gonna finish this in the morning. Good night. Good morning! I just remembered to do that. I woke up this morning feeling bleh. I just feel I'm so tired and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get work out the way this morning. It's 10:30. I'm gonna do a few hours, earn some money, and then I'll come home and finish A Court of Mist and Fury. I did bring it with me just in case. I think I've only got like 150 pages left, so I'm looking forward to finishing that. I will let you know as soon as I start reading again. Hi guys, I just got back. I think it's like 12:30. All those little clips of me last night. I was getting so frustrated because the romance in the book was just so slow burn. It was driving me insane, like so many opportunities that weren't taken. I started filming every time I thought it was finally going to happen and it just didn't. but then it did in the end last night. So that was my reaction last night to finally getting the spiciest scenes. That, to be fair, it wasn't even that spicy. So I'm hoping we get some sort of like grand finale at the end. I'll keep you updated, y'all. So guys, I have officially finished A Court of Mist and Fury. Can I just say, I'm so glad I didn't DNF this. This is like my newfound love. These books are just, they have a hold on you. I am going to give you a full rundown at the end of the video of every book that I've read and give you my thoughts. But I just have to say, wow. That's book one down. I'm gonna have a little break now before I start something else because I'm still processing everything that just happened in that book. So I'll see you when I pick out the next one. Hello everyone. It's been a couple hours since I finished A Court of Mist and Fury. Still kind of recovering, but it's time to move on because if I think about it any longer, I honestly think I will cry. Okay, I'm thinking my two options, The Atlas 6 and Imagine Me. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna start The Atlas 6. Okay, we've made the decision. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow through. I don't think I'm gonna start reading this yet, but we've made our decision. I'll come back to you once again when I start reading. Hi everyone, it is day 3 and last night I started reading The Atlas 6. I think I'm about a chapter and a half into it. I'm going to try and do a little bit of reading now before I go to work. So far I don't really have much to say about it. Seems interesting. I expected the writing to be a little less complicated, so I'm hoping I understand it more as we get into the story. I'm going to do a bit of reading now, see how much I can get through. And I'll try and give you an update about how I actually feel about the book. Hi guys, sorry I haven't been updating you that much. Today and last night I hadn't been able to read because my cat decides to run away. This is the second night in a row. My update on The Atlas 6, I am at page 132. I would have liked to have read more by now. It is also the weekend and I did go out today and I probably will be going out tomorrow as well. I'm still finding the writing slightly confusing, but I'm starting to get interested in the storyline. I do think it's a really, really interesting storyline and I am curious to see how it all pans out, like what actually happens and the kind of things that the characters have to do in order to like win their spot at this society. I feel like right now it's kind of just like surface level. We haven't really reached the depths of the story, any secrets that are going on. I also am loving the little illustrations I've been trying to show you as I go through, but at the beginning of every, well, it's not every chapter, it's kind of like every part, they have like the characters. There's lots of different characters in this book and you're switching constantly between the point of views. So far I'm not thinking it's going to be a 5-star, but you never know. We're only 140 pages in, so we will see. I am going to get some sleep now and try and do some more reading when I wake up. Good night. Hello guys. Long time no see. It's been 2 days and I haven't read. I had to take like a day or 2 off because your girl is not doing so good. But I'm back and I'm okay now. So I'm gonna try and do some reading today. Today's at Monday. So over the weekend I really just didn't do any reading. Still reading The Atlas 6. Low-key it's putting me in a slump, not gonna lie. Not that it's bad, it's just, I think it's one of those ones just, I've got to warm up to the story. So I'm just gonna read basically all day. Hopefully I can get this finished by tomorrow because I'm planning on stopping this video on Wednesday because then that's obviously been a week. I'm gonna get to reading now. A little update on that, the 6th. I am at page 190. I hope it gets better than this because I'm not enjoying it. It's okay, but it's just boring me. It feels like something I'd read at school, like the writing is very formal and it's mentioning just a lot of things that I have no idea about, like real science and stuff. Like, well, not science, but like real philosophy and stuff. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to get through it. It's just annoying because the whole concept behind the story is interesting. So far a bit boring, but I am only 190 pages in, so I'm gonna keep reading and see how I feel. I'm starting to form like a few opinions on characters and who I like, who I don't, but I just can't trust anyone. There's a lot of snakes in this book. Hey y'all, good morning. I have a lot to say, but you're gonna have to wait till the end of the video to find out my thoughts on this book. I finished it last night. You may have seen the clips. You will have seen the clips before this. All I can say is quite underwhelmed. Underwhelmed, is that the word? Quite disappointed, I have to say. Like I said, I'll give you my full rundown at the end of the video. It's still only Tuesday. This video will be finishing tomorrow, so I've still got time to read one more book, and I've pretty much decided which book I'm going to read. Time for the reveal. Can you guess what it's gonna be? I'm going to read Imagine Me. Finish the Shadow Me series, except I haven't read the novellas, but to be honest, this is a bit controversial. Why do I say that word all the time? I actually am not loving this series. Like, I don't know if it's because I tried to force my way through the series and finish it all really quickly. I read the first 5 books consecutively over like the course of a few days. Although I am curious to see how it ends, but I feel like this book was kind of unnecessary. The last book I felt had an ending and it could have been ended right there, however it wasn't, so I'm curious to see what happens, how we wrap up this whole series. So I've got my little kombucha ready to sit down and read for the day. I think I might go outside. To be honest, I'm not sure how long I'm going to last out here. It's very hot. Something I wanted to add to this video was, every time I go back to England, me and my friend Ellie, my cousin's girlfriend, we get matching bookmarks. This is the one that I got 2 years ago and I still have it, and I bought one as well when we went back this time round, and we bought another one that was matching. However, I can't find it, but I'm sure it's somewhere in my room. But I just think it's really cute, like it's a little memory. We got this one because it was kind of like travel, like it was the first time we kind of got close, so I just thought I would add that to this. It's very hot out here, I'm already sweating. I don't think I can read out here. I'm excited! By the way, if you're wondering, why does she take her glasses off to read? They're blue light glasses. So there's no point wearing them while I read. Oh my god, I need a recap. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what's happened. Hi guys. It has been a few hours and I have read 205 pages. I'm about halfway, or just under halfway through. Can't really say that I missed this series. It is easy to read and easy to get through quickly. It's just boring me, like the same thing is happening in every book. Like, oh, something bad happens, we gotta save someone. Save them, and then the next book, someone else goes missing or something else happens and you have to save that person. Like, I can't do it anymore. Anywho, if I finish reading the book, well, I'm not going to finish it tonight, but if I read any more, I'll let you know, and then tomorrow I'll try and get it done. It is 11:30 and I'm at page 363 and I am going to go to bed now. I only have like 100 pages left, but I'm so tired. I just need to go to bed and I want to finish this in the morning with a clear mind. I'll see you guys in the morning to finish up. Good morning, or good afternoon I should say. I finished Imagine Me this morning. I had about 100 pages left. She's all done and dusted and I'm ready to give you my final thoughts on all of the books that I've read. I just want to say something that I've noticed with fantasy books is they definitely take a lot longer to read. The worlds are so much more complicated that you really have to think when you're reading. Something else that I've noticed in every fantasy book that I've read is the first half of the book is always a bit slow and then towards the end you get the excitement. So we started off the video finishing off A Court of Mist and Fury, and can I say I am so glad that I didn't DNF this. I'm so glad that I finished and pushed through. I was bored at the start. That's not to say I wasn't enjoying it. It was just taking me a little while to get through, and it's been a while since I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, so getting back into this world was a little bit difficult, but I'm so glad that I did because I found another 5-star read. I'm not surprised because everybody loves this book. It's a well-known favourite of the series. There's not really much you can say without giving it away, but I just loved it. Like I said, the beginning was a lot of world building, getting to know new characters, and then all the action starts and the romance. I'm so glad we got romance in this book. You could see me so frustrated reading this because the romance was building and building and building, and it was so slow burn that I just wanted to scream. I was like, just give the people what we want. 5-star. Definitely gonna have to finish the rest of the series, even though I'm a little bit late to the trend. The second book that I read was The Atlas 6. Now this is a very controversial book. I feel like people either love it or hate it, or that's what I've heard. I personally didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I found it very, very slow to get into, and the writing is very complex. It's quite hard to understand. Through the second half of the book, I did start to enjoy it more. However, I can't say that I loved it. I did feel like I was trying to push my way through. The ending as well didn't give me that excitement that I was looking for. There wasn't a lot of moments where I was like, oh my gosh. There was a couple, but nothing really blew me away. I was kind of guessing what was going to happen throughout. However, I did really like the magic concept of the whole book. It was an interesting story to read, however, I just thought it was also a little bit bland. There could have been more that went on, but obviously this is a trilogy as well and it's the first book, so who knows what's going to happen in the next one. And I do think I still will read the second one at some point, just not right now. So I've decided I'm going to give this book 3 stars. Finally, we finished off the video reading Imagine Me. This is the last book in this series. I don't necessarily have an opinion on this book as an individual book. We've obviously come so far reading the rest of them that I can't really rate this on its own. When I finished the book before this, I felt like it could have all been wrapped up in that book. However, I'm so glad I read this because I realised through reading it that there was so much that was left unsaid and unresolved, and it was good to get that closure. I feel like we really needed this just to wrap everything up. However, I do still feel in a way that the series was dragged out, and for a lot of people that's a good thing because they loved it. I can't say that I loved the series either. I did enjoy it, but I'm not as crazy about it as everybody else seems to be. So I'm going to give this one 3 stars as well. These are the 3 books that we read in this video. I can say that I do think I'm going to enjoy fantasy more now, and I do want to read more fantasy books. Definitely want to dive a little bit deeper into Sarah J Maas's worlds. I'm starting to realise as well though that I don't think young adult is for me. It just doesn't have that depth that I feel like I need. And I really enjoyed today's video and I'm so glad I did it because we found a 5-star read and 2 other great books. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what other genre you want me to read for a week, or maybe an author or anything really, and I will be sure to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao!